You feel invisible at work? Today we're going to go over two main concepts in order to raise the right kind of visibility with your leadership teams, as well as three bonus tips at the end of actual tactics you can use today to really take your visibility to the next level. So let's go. You need visibility because you want to be kept in the leadership's mind as someone who can really add value. It's about saving time, saving money, growing the business. So having this visibility allows you to be available for those opportunities when they come up. Now, when I talk about visibility, I'm not talking about the coffee chat or going to happy hour. That is visibility, and what I will tell you, and that's probably a different topic, it's not always good visibility. But this is really about the value of your work. It doesn't happen organically. And so the two concepts that we're going to talk about are really about how do you set up for that, and then obviously ensure that you're not wasting your time. Concept one is, do you understand how your job today breaks up in terms of dollars and time? For whatever job you have, you can break it down into time. If you're writing documentation, how much time per doc does it take? How much time does it take to edit? How much time does it take to QA somebody on your team if they're submitting something up to you? There is I have to commit millions of dollars to do certain actions that third parties provide. And so, yes, I spend dollars on that. But there's also a contingent of time that needs to be tracked on. What is the overhead time it takes for me to engage that third party? Do I have to QA their work? If so, how much time does it take? Do I have to develop the contracts? And how much time does that take? Do I have to engage with them on a weekly basis in terms of meetings, reviewing documents along the way, and not just the final product? How much time does that take? And that time is money. It's money that I'm paying employees, for myself or others, to go do. If you can't explain to your leader what the actual time cost is of the job you do, how do they know you're doing it efficiently? There's no way. So the number one concept is really to nail, can I break down all the actions that I do as an individual or a team into terms of time, which equates to an hourly rate for dollars, or to actual money that you spend for third-party providers, whatever the case may be. Then concept two is, have you set an appropriate goal to save time or money? Because if you think what management really cares about, they're running a business. And the business comes down to dollars. You're making dollars or you're costing dollars. You have to be able to articulate what is that cost of dollars against what your role is. So when we talk about visibility, I hear a lot of, well, I'm doing my job and I'm doing it well and I should be getting visibility for that. But what does that mean? If you can't measure your saving time because you have this goal that you have recalculated the entire process on, you've redesigned it, and you expect to reduce the amount of time you spend on this activity by 15%, which equates to approximately $1,000 a week of savings. And the reason that's so important is because the people that are visible at every level, and even myself at senior level, are people who are making the business better. So if you're not making the business better and you're just executing what you're doing, why would you really be visible? I mean, you might do your job extremely well, don't get me wrong. You should do it anyway because it helps you with your yearly review, but we're talking about the visibility to propel you to the next level. So if you found this interesting so far, I'd appreciate you hitting the like button and maybe subscribe for future topics. So now let's talk about bonus tips for visibility. The first bonus tip is, are you even updating your manager on the work that you're doing? I know it seems very passé to say that, of course, my manager knows what they're doing, but I will tell you the crystal ball does not work. I've had this on my desk for years, as you might know from other videos, and I can't read minds. So I encourage every employee to figure out, how do you update your manager, whether it's weekly or it's monthly or it's your weekly one-on-one. Send your manager a weekly update. Here's the goal. Here's how far I made it towards it. It seems very simple in concept, but make it a regular pattern. And when it's a regular pattern, then your manager will keep it in mind and they will understand and see the value week over week of what you're providing. Bonus tip number two is, for these goals that we talked about in setting that towards some kind of efficiency gain, break them into smaller goals. If you don't have them broken up, how is your manager going to see the predictability of success? And it also allows you at the right time, if the project changes scope completely or it gets cut, you still executed on a number of deliverables up to that point. The third bonus tip, this is the one I see most underutilized and gives you the maximum amount of value, is when you finish a big project and you've actually completed one of these goals, I guarantee you didn't do it on your own. Did you take a few minutes and send a thank you note? A congratulations, we finished this project, and I'd really like to thank the following people, and putting your management and their management on the email. It seems so simple, but it's so underutilized. It not only keeps in the leaders' minds as a congratulatory note, it also gives value to your partners who helped you with that goal. Because again, in the corporate world in particular, all of these projects have other people that work on them, and you can all get credit for it. So those are really the two main concepts for getting positive visibility, and the three bonus tips that I've used throughout my entire career to senior levels to ensure that visibility stayed high with the right people. So if you found the content useful, would love to hear your comments in the comment section. Until next time, good luck.